Hey everyone, it's Cody Steck. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're giving you a market update on what's happening with Park City real estate. We're going to look at the market as a whole. We're going to look at what's happening with condos and townhomes, and then we're going to take a look at single family homes themselves and see what's actually happening there, because we're going to see some pretty drastic changes in the data depending on what type of home we're actually looking at. If this is your first time to the channel, I want to welcome you here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content and you found it valuable. I release videos about everything you need to know about living here in Park City, Utah. Whether you're looking to buy a home that's going to be your primary residence, or you're just looking for a second home, a vacation home, a ski home, whatever it might be, I would love to be there and be that resource of choice for you. If you're looking at buying or selling real estate here in Park City or anywhere in the entire state, I'd also love to help with that. My information is here on the screen. Call, text, or email. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump and get started and talk a little bit about what's happening with the market. So jumping into my screen here, we're going to take a look at the data from March of 2023. This is just last month. We had 90 home sales registered during this period. The original listing price, on a median basis, was just over 1.4 million, with a median sales price rounding out at 1.35 million. This gives us a percentage here of 96%. That means that 96% is basically this number here divided by the original listing price. This gives you a sense of how much homes are actually going through price drops, or how much they're getting negotiated on before an offer is accepted and then closed on that particular home. Typically, the higher in price point you go, the bigger that gap is going to be, right? That's why you see, these luxury homes that are listed at 20 million, but they sell for 15 million. That's going to be a huge haircut, right? That's a 25% drop, which would be just absolutely drastic. Typically at those high price points, that's going to be normal, but at the lower price points, you're not going to see as much of a drop like that. So this number right here at 96% is about right where we should be. If you look back here at previous times, going back to December, November, October of last year, we were at 89%, which was extremely low. If we come back here to, let's say, spring of 2022, we're actually sitting at 100%, or even way above that, right? This month, we actually hit 110%. So 96% is kind of right somewhere in the middle. Even going back to January of 2021, we're only at 92, 91% here in this range. So 96% is right down the middle, kind of what I expect to see. Now, also looking at this, you can see that the days on market is only 32, which is actually still pretty low, especially considering some of these homes are going to be at very high price points. So 32 days on market for this particular data set. I should mention that this data set right here is all homes. This includes condos, townhomes, single family homes, timeshares. It's going to include everything that was listed here on the MLS. So we saw 32 days on market and a median sales price of 1.35. Now we're going to jump over and take a look at what's happening with condos and townhomes, and then we'll take a look at the single family information. All right, so you can see by this data set right here that condos and townhomes make up about half of the sales during this period. We had 48 of those sales registered during this time. The median original listing price sat just under $1 million, and the sales price was slightly lower at $964,000. This gives us this ratio, this percentage here of 97%. Again, kind of right in the middle of what I would expect to see. This number is going to fluctuate quite a bit because you're going to have some condos and townhomes that are listed much higher, and you're going to have some that are going to be much cheaper, just depending on the amenities that they offer, the location, and exactly where they're located. If you've got a townhome that's on, Park City Main Street, that's obviously going to be a much higher priced townhome than something that's going to be over next to, let's say, Kimball Junction, right? So you're going to see some pretty big changes there. That's why we see this ratio and these numbers fluctuate so much. Sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. It's really hard to get a sense of what's happening in the market unless you're in the market every single day. If you just strictly looked at this information from October of last year, you would see that the median sales price was only $752,000. However, you go over here and look at January 2023, 3 months later, and now you're thinking, wait, median sales price of 1.25, what's going on here, right? So you really have to kind of look at the entire picture for what's happening in the market to get a really good sense of where prices are at, what you can negotiate, when you can expect to get into a home, what new listings are coming onto the market, right? All the data sets, this is the information you have to know, and you have to really kind of follow on a regular basis. Or if you're in a position where you can't really follow it that closely yourself, you could lean on somebody like me who can actually do that for you. That's where my expertise comes into play. I'm in the market helping people buy and sell real estate every single day and have a really close touch on what's happening with prices, what sellers are thinking, what buyers are thinking, and what's happening in the market overall. All right, now let's jump over here and take a look at some of the single family home sales data. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to change this property type to only include single family homes, and we'll jump through here and take a look at this. So we had 40 home sales registered during this period in March of 2023, and we actually see a bigger divide here in this range. We saw a median original listing price at 1.54 million and a median sales price at 1.44 million. So almost $100,000 difference there, which equates to a 94% ratio on the sales price compared to the original listing price. Again, you're going to see a lot of the same statistics here. If we look back at February of this year, you can see that the median original listing price and sales price was substantially higher. This is not because the prices are fluctuating that much. It's more so because you're seeing more higher end homes actually sell during that time frame. In February, we saw a lot of high-end homes get listed, and we also saw a lot of high-end homes get sold that were selling for $3, $4, $5, $6 million, or maybe even $10 million plus during this time frame. So you can see that days on market is also dropping. We were at 118 here in January of this year. We dropped down to 53, and now we're sitting at 30 days on market. So 30 days on market is actually pretty low. If we come back here and look at March of last year, we were at 6. 6 is like an all-time low, right? That's going to be as low as it is. But given where the market is at right now, with interest rates, with what's happening in the stock market, with what is happening with the banks and the Fed, everything like that, seeing that the days on market is only 30 days right now is actually pretty substantial information. That means that homes are still selling very quickly. Buyers are jumping back into the market. They're starting to see this confidence in this new normal that we're starting to experience, and they're deciding, hey, now's the time to jump back in and actually make a decision and pull the trigger on that home that I've been eyeing. So if you're in that position and you're looking to buy or sell real estate here in Utah, specifically in the Park City area, I'd love to be your trusted real estate resource of choice. Call, text, or email me anytime. I absolutely love hearing from you guys, and I cannot wait to hear from you as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you go. I release videos about everything you need to know about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, and play here in Park City, and I would love to catch you on future videos. With that being said, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.